If you're running paid ads in 2026 and your strategy still looks the same as what it did a few years ago, then this video is definitely for you. So what you might hear quite often is that, targeting is gone and creative is the new targeting. And that's true. So it's not that targeting is gone, it's just that the way that targeting happens is completely different. It used to be all these complicated strategies with interest testing and ABOs and these fancy lookalike audiences of different percentages, custom audience, and you'd have to manually build out your funnels. That does not seem to be working as well anymore. And I say it doesn't seem to be working because I don't want to speak in absolutes, because there are still ad accounts that kind of stuff works for. But across the board, broadly speaking, that's gone. The actual targeting is happening at the creative level now. And you need to know how to specifically engineer your creative pieces. And what we have found to work the best is UGC, content using real people positioning themselves as your clients. And how we build this content is going to decide how the algorithm actually uses this for direction in terms of targeting. So we'll actually have to speak to different stages of the funnel, to different people, to different problems that they are facing, and create many variants of the creative. And the algorithm then, now equipped with all those tools, can go do its best effort to actually target different audiences and get you more sales. That is how it's working at the moment. And I'm going to break this down in this video. Before we talk creatives, let's talk customer avatars. What are they? Now, many different people could buy your product, but they are buying it for different reasons. Different types of language and messages would speak to them. So there's something called the cocktail party effect. And that's basically the analogy that, I could drop a plate at a cocktail party and everyone would look. I could call out the word mom and only moms would look. But if I call your name, only you will look. So how specific you want to be when calling out to different customer avatars is up to you. If we go super narrow, it could be very effective, but you get less volume. If you go way too broad, you just get lost in all the noise. So when we actually design these different customer avatars, we need to think about it quite a bit. Now, if you have a lot of data, past data on who buys from you, this will be a bit easier. If you are more new to advertising and to e-commerce and to business and you don't have this data, you're going to have to imagine who is most likely to buy from you and then craft these different customer avatars. Once you know who you're speaking to, you need to figure out what problems are they having. People don't necessarily buy a product for specific features. They buy a relief, they buy a solution. I'm going to use the example of a supplement, a protein powder. Now what people are buying there is they're buying a solution to certain problems. Maybe they're not strong enough, maybe they're taking too long to recover, maybe they have low energy, they're inconsistent with their nutrition and with their gym routine. Now these are all problems that we all face with fitness. And if the product and the marketing is smart and speaks to a solution to that product, we are more likely to buy. But now the pain points will be different depending on the customer avatar. So I guess you can see where I'm going with this and how I'm going to build out this whole strategy. Let's talk about funnel stages. Top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. They all have different names, but it's effectively the same thing. Now this is where most brands go wrong. They use the same ads for each stage of the funnel. But people think differently depending on where they are in this journey. So top of funnel, people aren't necessarily buying yet. Well, most of the time they are not buying yet. They're just identifying. They're thinking, is this for me? Is this something I need? This is why top of funnel content should feel like lifestyle, day in the life, or identity-based UGC. Middle funnel, the mindset shifts a little bit. They're a bit more skeptical and interested in what actually makes this product different. Why is this different to all the other products in the industry? They are more open to educational style content, and this is where they could be nurtured. And that's why some email marketing strategies are quite effective, because the top of funnel ad gets people in, and then you can nurture them via an email marketing strategy. But when we're talking ads, we'll have ads to nurture them through that middle of funnel stage of the buyer journey. At the bottom of the funnel, the psychology changes. They're no longer asking if it's safe or what is, and they know now. They just want to know, is it safe to buy? So this is where you want more conversion-based style creatives. You want to incorporate call to actions more. You also want to provide social proof. So this is where you incorporate things like reviews, because if someone's close to buying and they see that other people have bought it, they are more likely to actually go and take that step and purchase. So reviews, testimonials, things like this. Maybe this is where you pitch subscriptions, bundles, savings, getting people over that final line because they're in the position to actually buy. So now we have customer avatars, we have all their pain points, and for each one of those we have different stages of the funnel. So now I'm going to quickly show you a diagram here of actually how you would build these ads around all these different points we have just spoken about. Okay, I've quickly put this diagram together to show you an example of how you would actually construct these content pieces, and there's almost no limit to how many you could build. I've kept quite a simple example here, but you'll see it still equates to 27 variations of content pieces that we can build. So as I mentioned in the beginning, we're starting with a supplement as a protein powder. Then I've gone on to build 3 customer avatars. Avatar 1 is a competitive athlete. Avatar 2 is a mom in her 40s with kids. Avatar 3 is someone on a weight loss journey. So that's the first step, build your custom avatars. As I said, there's no limit to how many you can build, but just keep in mind, if you build many, you're gonna have hundreds and hundreds of variations of your content pieces. So start simple, especially if you haven't done this before, and then as your budget increases, that'll afford you the opportunity to build many, many more variations. So now let's look at what we do next. We build the pain points, which is the stickers in blue here. So let's use Avatar 1, competitive athlete. Their pain points could be, pain point 1, someone who needs more strength in the gym. Pain point 2, someone who's not recovering fast enough. Pain point 3, getting too little protein consistently. Now let's go over to the mom with kids. Pain point 1, no time to prepare high protein meals. Pain point 2, low energy throughout the day. Pain point 3, supplements feel intimidating to her. We're going to go over to Avatar 3 now, which is someone on the weight loss journey. And their pain points could be constant hunger and cravings. Pain point 2, losing motivation or slow progress. Pain point 3, fear of regaining weight. So now as you can see, we have 3 avatars with 3 pain points each. That already gives us 9 angles or variations, but we've taken it a step further. I've now taken each avatar and each pain point and done an angle for each different stage of the funnel. So let's look at Avatar 1, pain point 1, and then we are going to go, so keep in mind pain point 1 was need strength in the gym. So somewhat top of funnel, you could say, if you train hard but feel like your strength has stalled, come train with me today and I'll show you what I changed. So this is like a come train with me or day in the life or get ready with me. It's lifestyle. It's introducing someone to the concept because they top of funnel. They've never heard about your brand before. Middle of funnel angle would be strength plateaus are rarely about training volume. Most people simply aren't fueling muscle repair properly. Now this is more of an educational angle. It's tips and tricks. It's educating someone about saying, look, if your strength has plateaued, you could need this specific type of amino acid, and it's more about educating them about the product, nurturing them. Now bottom of funnel, you could say, I started using this protein daily and my lifts finally moved again. I'm on the subscription because it guarantees I'll never miss my intake. Now that's got a subtle implicit call to action there. It's talking about the subscription. It's talking about finally getting over that final hurdle and purchasing. It's providing social proof that other people have purchased, the other people being the creator who's making this angle, and that can actually get someone to purchase because they've discovered it here, they've been educated here, and they can purchase here. So now you do that for every single pain point. So if you move over to the fitness person, pain point 2, which is not recovering fast enough, you can do the same thing. You can say, for top of funnel, I did chest 2 days ago and day 2 soreness shouldn't feel like day 10. If you train like this, recovery matters more than you think. So once again, day in the life, it's training with the person, it's in the introduction. Middle of funnel, for bodybuilders, recovery isn't just sleep. Without enough protein, your muscles literally can't rebuild efficiently. Educational, informative. Bottom of funnel, this protein became part of my post-training routine. Faster recovery is why I locked in the monthly plan. Once again, talking about a purchase. And not directly, not salesy, not saying buy now, but saying I did it and you should too. Or at least that's what it's implying. And we do this for every single pain point, for every single avatar. I'm not going to go through every single one because I don't want to waste time, but to give an example. So if we go back to the mom in her 40s with kids and we go to pain point 1 and we say, what was it? There was no time to prepare high protein meals. The top of funnel angle will be, if you're a mom juggling kids, work and training, meals for yourself usually come last. This is what my day actually looks like. So this is great because it's calling out to a certain person, saying if you're a mom with kids and you don't have time to get your meals in. Now, there are many people that are in that situation that would be struggling with those circumstances, and they will relate more to this piece of content. Okay, middle of funnel. Protein doesn't need to mean cooking separate meals or spending hours in the kitchen. This is how I structure my meals and shakes. So it's providing value. It calls out to someone that might be in the similar situation, saying this is how I do it. Maybe they can use that info too. Bottom of funnel. This protein takes under a minute to prepare. The subscription makes it automatic. Signing up has changed my life. Once again, it's mentioning the subscription. It's mentioning signing up or buying. It's changing that psychology from I've learned about this product now, but now I actually need to purchase it. So we've now obviously taken 3 avatars, 3 pain points per avatar, and then each stage of the funnel, which is 3. And now across the bottom here, as you can see here, we have 27 variants of creative. And this was a very simple way to look at this made up product I've done here. And this has given us 27 variations of these creatives. And this will allow the algorithms to target different stages of the funnel and different avatars and different pain points. And that's actually the targeting in Meta's paid algorithms and in TikTok's paid algorithms at the moment. Now I want to show you some brands that are actually doing the content stuff very successfully. I'm here in the Meta Ads library. I'm just going to quickly go over it. You can look at this in your own time. But here's Aritzia, for example, and they do the UGC stuff. And as you can see, they are running how many variations at the moment? They're running 98. So not a lot compared to the big brands, but still decent. And you can actually go in here and look at all these creatives.
When I first moved to New York, my best friend Ashley told me that Supercup is the only way I was driving her quicker, and she was correct.
So that's Aritzia, and then if you go here, we got Viore, and they do similar things.
When most people think of date night, they picture a fancy dinner. But for Cole and I, our favorite way...
So when you look at this, you got to think to yourself, what stage of the funnel is this? What kind of person are they speaking to? You know, like, is it day in the life? Like, if you have a look at this... I mean, that's very top of funnel-ish in my opinion. Let's move on. Here's Rise Superfoods. They usually do the UGC pretty well.
Wife, be extremely careful. Sure, it sounds honest, but there's side effects you need to be ready for. And I got my wife like that, and it's been the worst decision I made ever.
Okay. Different languages, but this is all here for you to go through to, and you can learn from the best. Like, moving on here, who do we have? Everyday Dose, also a coffee brand if I'm not mistaken.
This is a garbage frother. This is the premium frother that we're giving away for free. I mean, look at the size.
So it's pretty cool that you can then go through all of this.
You said it was too expensive, so for the new year, we answered 61% off our functional coffee.
Yeah, so as you can see, look at the call outs, look at who they're speaking to, look at the trends. I mean, and some of these brands do this very well. Here's Yeti, they're pretty good at this. Let's see.
Come on a hybrid double day with me and tweet Miss Kona. I am headed to the trail with Kona.
Lifestyle content. I know, I always use High Smile. Their UGC is the next level.
As a former fish bread girlie, stop buying packs of gum thing.
So that first one, as you can see, called out to people that have been buying packs of gum. That's like a funny video, but the UGC is next level. A lot of this type of product will be before and after though. So yeah, I mean, this is all here for you to have a look at. Next time you see an ad, I want you to start thinking, what customer avatar are they speaking to? What pain points is this trying to solve? And what stage of the funnel are they actually speaking to? This is incredibly important. This is what you should be thinking about.